welcome back to Neon Fastic. Now in today's episode, continuing our trend of symbiotic symbiosis, we are delving into the Carnage Cosmic, or as I like to call it, the Cosmic Carnage. It just rolls off the tongue better. Now, as we're all aware of the events that have taken place in Donny Cates' Absolute Carnage series, and just to recap for those that don't know, basically Carnage is on the rampage, violently collecting codexes from all who have ever bonded or worn a symbiotic organism. Okay? This in itself highlights a much overlooked story in Amazing Spider-Man from 1998, and I think you'll agree poses some interesting questions going forward. However, first, let's take a look at the original story itself. Our story begins in issue 430 of The Amazing Spider-Man, written and illustrated by Tom DeFalco and Joe Bennett. The Fantastic Four are out of town and the Thunderbolts have moved in. Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, has escaped from the Ravencroft Institute, killing and maiming as he goes. When Spidey fails to stop Carnage, he's further assisted by Norrin Radd, former Herald of Galactus, the Silver Surfer. The Surfer informs Spidey that he himself has had dealings with the symbiotes before, going on to explain that they are the most dangerous aliens in the galaxy. Further adding, the Surfer was in part responsible for the death of the symbiote's planet as Galactus' ward. Amidst the battle, Cletus Cassidy's symbiote Carnage recognises the Surfer. So tragic was the demise of the symbiote planet, the event was locked and passed down through the generation of symbiotes via their hive mind. Suddenly, during the fighting, Cassidy's symbiote abandons its host and eventually consumes the Surfer, thus giving birth to the Carnage Cosmic. Whilst battling Spidey, the Surfer manages to break free of the symbiote momentarily, in which the Surfer and Spidey agree to reunite the symbiote with Cassidy, who now is hospitalised, screaming in agony as his human form suffers the ravages of stomach cancer. Once Cassidy and Carnage are reunited, the Surfer then encases both Cassidy and his symbiote in an ethereal cosmic energy casing, ending the reign and violence of Carnage. But the story doesn't end there. Appearing in a one-shot edition of the Avengers What If series, issue 108, written and illustrated by Tom DeFalco and Sergio Corello, the Cosmic Carnage appears again. Now, this story is set amidst the original two-part story from The Amazing Spider-Man, but this time the Cosmic Carnage is also fighting the Avengers. It's a great interlocking story to the original, but the ending is quite different, hence the What If title. The demise of the Carnage Cosmic involves a final sacrifice on behalf of the Silver Surfer. Now, the complete story I'll leave for you to discover and enjoy, but for further reading, there are also other alternatives. Released in September 2019 from Marvel's True Believers line, this issue reprints The Amazing Spider-Man issue 430, so that's the first appearance of the Cosmic Carnage. Now, the entire series which you've seen here has also been recollected in a trade paperback graphic novel under the title Carnage Classic, so that's everything in one book, okay? Now, these issues can still be found at most comic book stores, and that said, I think I have a couple in my store, in the dark abyss known as the back issues section, but I'd have to check. But most notably, the secondary market is where you'll find the vast majority. Now, my question is, if the Surfer bonded with the symbiote, does that now mean, with respect to Absolute Carnage, that the Surfer also has a codex? Now, I read recently that it takes 48 hours for you to fully bond with the symbiote organism. Now, I have no idea if that's true, but if you do, please leave a comment below. I'd love to know, okay? But anyway, thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. It's a great little series. It's a great story with... It hasn't got tens of thousands of tie-ins. It's just two simple issues. It's brilliant. So I do recommend it. Great story, great artwork. Okay. But until the next time, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Woo! Woo!
Oh, I got a live one here.